BBC Radio Shropshire, this is Claire Ashford. Now, I defy anyone to say they have not watched Thomas the Tank Engine and not gone, I love this programme. The programme is broadcast in 185 territories in more than 30 languages, and so far over 200 million Thomas books have been sold across the globe. There was also a new series which premiered in January on Five's Milkshake, and it's now produced in full CG animation. It looks absolutely fantastic. It's also the 65th anniversary of the first publication, and here to talk about that and about their daddy, who came up with all of this, are two of Rev Awdry's children. We have Christopher and his sister Hilary. Hello.
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 Thank you both very much for coming on the show. Now, Christopher, this was all written with you in mind initially, wasn't it?
Written is perhaps slightly inaccurate. The stories were told to me first, and only written down after. But yes, basically they were for me as a sick patient in a darkened room with measles.
Oh, you were only 2 at the time, so I'm guessing you don't remember much about that, do you?
Not a thing. Not a thing. Very sadly, I wish I could.
So what was the inspiration behind Thomas then?
Well, Father was a railway enthusiast himself. He told me a story about the thing he knew best, basically. There was a rhyme. Early in the morning, down by the station, see the little engines all in a row. Along comes the driver, pulls a little lever, beep, beep, and off we go.
Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome. He drew a picture to illustrate that. A very simple picture with 3 engines with faces on the front. For some reason I was attracted to the sad face. Asked, why is that engine sad, Daddy? Well, he said he hasn't been out for a long time, and so on. And that's basically his replies to my questions are basically the first page of the first book.
Hilary, what are your memories of all of this?
Well, I wasn't born when all this happened. I remember in the very first rectory we had that Father had an outshed with a railway line on it, which he built up to be his Farquhar branch, I believe. He would make up storylines from that, get ideas. And then in the second vicarage we were in, it was a Victorian place with attics at the top, and Father took over 2 of the attics and made a much, much bigger railway which would run from one room to the other. And he had great fun making all the hedges and trees and making it look real. And again, storylines came from that.
How did your friends react to Thomas when you were younger? Because I understand that they thought that Sodor was actually real.
Well, some children reading the books certainly feel Sodor is real. I don't know that it was that well known outside the parish, because I went to school 3 miles away. People in the parish knew that Dad was an author, but well, I just kept it quiet, really. It wasn't really something big in those days.
No, absolutely. Who would have guessed it would become as big as it is? Going to be back with Christopher and Hilary more to find out what happened when they realised how popular Thomas was, and some great little stories of what's in their houses.